Hezbollah is a group from the country of Lebanon. Lebanon is a small country in the Middle East. Hezbollah is both a political party and a military group. This means they have people who fight with weapons. And they also have people who work in the government. This makes them very different from most groups in the world. The name Hezbollah comes from Arabic. It means Party of God. The group believes that their religion, Islam, should guide how they fight and how they live. Most of the people in Hezbollah follow a type of Islam called Shia Islam. Shia Muslims are different from Sunni Muslims in some ways, but both groups believe in Islam. Hezbollah started in the 1980s. It began in Lebanon during a very hard time. Lebanon was in a civil war, which means people inside the same country were fighting each other. At the same time, the country of Israel had sent soldiers into Lebanon. This made many Lebanese people very angry. A country called Iran helped create Hezbollah. Iran gave money, weapons, and training to the new group. Iran also follows Shia Islam, so they wanted to help Shia Muslims in Lebanon. This connection between Hezbollah and Iran is still very important today. Many countries, like the United States and Israel, say Hezbollah is a terrorist group, but other people in countries see Hezbollah as a resistance movement that fights for Lebanese people. This is why Hezbollah is one of the most talked about groups in the world today. To understand Hezbollah, you need to know about Lebanon first. Lebanon is a small country. It is next to Israel in the south and Syria in the north and east. Lebanon is also next to the Mediterranean Sea. It is a beautiful country with mountains and old cities. Lebanon has many different types of people. Some people are Christian. Some are Sunni Muslim. Some are Shia Muslim. There are also other smaller groups. For many years, these groups tried to share power in the government, but this was very hard to do. Different groups wanted different things. In 1975, a big civil war started in Lebanon. A civil war is when people inside the same country fight each other. Different religious and political groups started fighting. The war became very bad very quickly. Many people died. Many homes and buildings were destroyed. The Lebanese government became very weak. Palestinian people also lived in Lebanon. Palestinians had come to Lebanon after they lost their homes in what became Israel. Some Palestinian groups used Lebanon to attack Israel. Israel did not like this. Israel started to watch Lebanon very closely and sometimes sent soldiers into southern Lebanon. Life became very hard for Shia Muslims in Lebanon. They were often the poorest people. The government did not help them very much. They lived in the south of Lebanon, which was often attacked. Shia Muslims felt that nobody was protecting them. They were angry. They wanted change. This feeling helped prepare the way for Hezbollah to be born. The year 1982 is very important in Hezbollah's history. This is the year Israel sent a large army into Lebanon. This military action is called the Israeli invasion of Lebanon. Israel wanted to remove Palestinian fighters who were attacking from inside Lebanon. But the invasion changed many things for everyone in Lebanon. Israeli soldiers moved quickly through Lebanon. They went all the way to the capital city, Beirut. Many Lebanese people were hurt or killed. Buildings were destroyed. People became refugees, which means they had to leave their homes. The Shia Muslims in southern Lebanon suffered very much. They saw Israeli soldiers in their streets every day. During this time, a group of Lebanese Shia leaders and fighters decided to create a new organization. They wanted to fight against Israel. They also wanted to protect Shia Muslims in Lebanon. They asked Iran for help. Iran was happy to help because Iran also did not like Israel and the United States. Iran sent soldiers called the Revolutionary Guards to Lebanon. These Iranian soldiers went to a city called Baalbek in eastern Lebanon. They began to train young Lebanese Shia men. They taught them how to fight. They also taught them about the ideas of Iran's religious leader, Ayatollah Khomeini. Khomeini believed that Islam should lead all parts of life, including government and war. By 1982 and 1983, Hezbollah was becoming a real organization. It had leaders, fighters, and money from Iran. It had a clear goal to fight Israel and to build a strong Shia movement in Lebanon. Hezbollah needed leaders who were smart and strong. In the early years, several important men helped build a group. One of the first important leaders was a man named Subhi al-Tafeli. He was one of the founding members. Another important early leader was Abbas al-Mazawi. He helped organize the group and teach its ideas to new members. But the man who became the most famous leader of Hezbollah came later. His name is Hassan Nasrallah. He became the Secretary General of Hezbollah in 1992. Nasrallah was known for his powerful and emotional speeches. Many of his supporters loved him deeply. His enemies feared him greatly. Hezbollah had strong ideas from the beginning. The group believed that Israel should not exist. They also believed that the United States was an enemy because it supported Israel. Hezbollah also wanted to protect Shia Muslims and make them stronger in Lebanon and across the Middle East. The group published a document in 1985 called the Open Letter. In this letter, Hezbollah explained what it believed and what it wanted. It said it wanted to fight Israel and the United States. It also said it wanted to create an Islamic government in Lebanon, like the one in Iran. Later, Hezbollah changed some of these ideas. But in the early years, the letter showed how radical their thinking was. Iran continued to give money and weapons every year. This support helped Hezbollah grow fast and become stronger than anyone expected. The 1980s were very violent years for Hezbollah. The group was new, but it was already doing very dangerous things. Hezbollah used suicide bombings and other attacks to fight its enemies. Some of these attacks were very big and shocked the whole world. One of the most famous attacks happened in October 1983. A truck filled with bombs drove into a building where American soldiers were sleeping in Beirut. The explosion killed 241 American soldiers. On the same day, another bomb killed 58 French soldiers. These were some of the deadliest attacks on Western soldiers since World War II. The United States blamed Hezbollah and Iran for the bombings. After this attack, American soldiers left Lebanon. Hezbollah also kidnapped many people in the 1980s. They took Western journalists, teachers, and diplomats as hostages. Some hostages were kept for many years. This made Hezbollah very feared around the world. Some hostages died. Others were eventually released after long and difficult negotiations. Hezbollah also fought against other Lebanese groups. Lebanon was still in a civil war. Different groups fought each other in the streets of Beirut. Hezbollah fought against Palestinian groups and also against other Lebanese factions. They wanted to become the most powerful group in Lebanon. The group also began building a more organized military force. They trained fighters and received better weapons from Iran. The 1980s were a time of building power. Hezbollah was learning how to fight effectively. They were becoming more dangerous with every year that passed. By the 1990s, Hezbollah had become much stronger. The civil war in Lebanon ended in 1990. A peace deal called the TaleTrove Agreement helped stop the fighting. Most armed groups in Lebanon had to give up their weapons, but Hezbollah was allowed to keep its weapons. This was because they were seen as a resistance group fighting against Israel. This decision was very important. It allowed Hezbollah to keep building its military power, while other groups could not. During the 1990s, Hezbollah continued to fight Israeli soldiers in southern Lebanon. Israel still controlled a part of southern Lebanon. Hezbollah used small attacks, bombs, and guerrilla tactics to fight the Israeli army. Guerrilla tactics means fighting in small groups, hiding carefully, and attacking quickly before disappearing. These tactics were very effective against a bigger, stronger army. In 1992, a big event happened. Israeli forces killed Abbas al-Mazawi, one of Hezbollah's top leaders. He was killed in an airstrike. This was a big loss of the group. But after his death, Hassan Nasrallah became the new leader. Nasrallah was younger and very smart. Under his leadership, Hezbollah became even more organized and powerful. Also in the 1990s, Hezbollah started to do more social work. They built schools and hospitals for poor people in Lebanon. They gave food and money to families who needed help. This made many Lebanese people love Hezbollah, even people who did not want war. Hezbollah was becoming more than just a military group. It was becoming part of daily life in Lebanon. The year 2000 was a very important year for Hezbollah. This was the year Israel decided to take its soldiers out of southern Lebanon. For 22 years, Israel had controlled a part of southern Lebanon. Many Lebanese people hated this occupation. They felt that Israel was controlling their land without permission. Hezbollah had been fighting to end this occupation for many years. In May 2000, the Israeli army withdrew from southern Lebanon. They left quickly. Many Israeli soldiers and their Lebanese allies had to run away. The withdrawal looked like a defeat for Israel. Hezbollah supporters were very happy. They celebrated loudly in the streets. They said that Hezbollah had beaten Israel. This was a huge and historic moment for the group. Hezbollah became very popular after this victory. Many people in the Arab world saw Hezbollah as heroes. Other Arab countries and armies had tried to fight Israel many times and failed. But Hezbollah had made Israel leave Lebanese territory. Hassan Nasrallah became a very famous figure. His picture appeared on walls and billboards across Lebanon, and even in other Arab countries. However, Israel said it left because of its own decision, not because of Hezbollah's attacks. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. The constant attacks by Hezbollah made staying in Lebanon very costly for Israel over many years. After 2000, Hezbollah pointed to an area called the Sheba Farms, which they said Israel still occupied. This gave them a reason to keep their weapons and continue the fight. After the year 2000, Hezbollah became even more important in Lebanese politics. Hezbollah had already been part of the Lebanese parliament since 1992, but now more people respected and supported the group. They had more power and influence than ever before. Lebanon's government is divided between different religious groups. Christian Sunni Muslims and Shia Muslims all share power. Hezbollah represented many Shia Muslims. As time went on, Hezbollah gained more seats in parliament. They also worked with other political parties. Sometimes they made alliances, which means they cooperated with other groups to gain more power together. Hezbollah also built a large social network across Lebanon. They ran hospitals, schools, and even television and radio stations. Their TV station is called Al-Mana. Through this station, Hezbollah spread its ideas to many people. They gave news and religious programming that reached many Lebanese homes every day. The group also gave money to poor families, especially families of fighters who had died for cause. This made people very loyal to Hezbollah. In areas where the government was weak, Hezbollah often provided services that the government could not. This made Hezbollah very powerful in southern Lebanon and in poor Shia neighborhoods in Beirut. Some people worried about this growing power. They said Hezbollah was building a state inside a state. This means Hezbollah had its own army, its own money system, and its own social services, almost like a separate government. This dual role as both a political party and a military organization made Hezbollah one of the most complex groups in the world. In July 2006, a big war started between Hezbollah and Israel. It began when Hezbollah fighters crossed into Israel and captured 2 Israeli soldiers. They wanted to use the soldiers in a trade to free Lebanese and Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. Israel responded very strongly and very quickly. The Israeli army attacked Lebanon with bombs and ground soldiers. The war lasted 34 days. It was very destructive. Israeli planes bombed roads, bridges, airports, and buildings across Lebanon. Thousands of Lebanese people had to leave their homes and run away. More than 1,000 Lebanese people were killed, and many of them were civilians, meaning they were not fighters. Many parts of Beirut and southern Lebanon were badly damaged. But Hezbollah also fought back very hard. They fired thousands of rockets into northern Israel. Israeli towns and cities were hit by rockets every single day for over a month. More than 150 Israeli people were killed. Many Israelis had to leave their homes in the north. This surprised many people around the world. A group like Hezbollah was able to hurt the powerful Israeli army every day for over a month. When the war ended with a ceasefire, both sides said they had won. Israel said it had hurt Hezbollah badly. Hezbollah said it had survived and fought the strong Israeli army to a standstill. In the Arab world, many people saw Hezbollah as brave and powerful. After the war, Hezbollah rebuilt the damaged areas in Lebanon quickly using Iranian money. This made Hezbollah even more popular among the poor. Hezbollah today is one of the most powerful non-government military forces in the world. Since the 2006 war, the group grew even stronger for many years. Iran and Syria gave them a very large number of rockets and missiles. Some experts say Hezbollah at its peak had more weapons than many national armies in the world. Hezbollah got deeply involved in the Syrian civil war, which started in 2011. They sent thousands of fighters to help Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Assad and Iran are close allies, so Hezbollah helped protect him. Fighting in Syria gave Hezbollah's soldiers real battle experience. It made their army even more skilled and effective. However, Hezbollah also faced many serious problems. In 2019 and 2020, Lebanon experienced a very bad economic crisis. Banks collapsed and many people lost their savings. The Lebanese pound lost most of its value. Many people in Lebanon became very angry at all political groups, including Hezbollah. A massive explosion at the Beirut port in August 2020 destroyed large parts of the city and killed over 200 people. The people's anger was enormous. Hezbollah is going through the most difficult period in its history. Between 2023 and 2024, Israel launched very large and powerful attacks against the group. These attacks changed Hezbollah completely. Israel killed most of Hezbollah's top leaders. Hassan Nasrallah, who had led the group for over 30 years, was killed in an Israeli airstrike in September 2024. After his death, a man named Naim Qassem became the new leader of Hezbollah in October 2024. The damage to Hezbollah was enormous. According to military reports, Israel destroyed more than 70% of Hezbollah's weapons and firepower. Around 4,500 Hezbollah fighters were killed and another 9,000 were wounded. This means nearly half of Hezbollah's regular fighting force was lost. Most of their buildings, tunnels, and military bases in southern Lebanon were also destroyed. In November 2024, a ceasefire agreement was signed between Israel and Lebanon. Hezbollah agreed to move its fighters north of a river called the Litani. Israel agreed to pull its soldiers back from southern Lebanon. The Lebanese government also began pushing Hezbollah to give up its weapons. By early 2026, over 90% of Hezbollah's structures in southern Lebanon had been dismantled. However, on March 2nd, 2026, the ceasefire broke down again. Hezbollah launched new rocket strikes against Israel, connected to a wider conflict involving Iran. Israel responded by bombing Beirut the same day, killing dozens of people. Hezbollah is now weakened, without its famous leader, and facing pressure from both Israel and its own government to disarm. Its future is very uncertain.